Are you still here? Still clinging on to your self-image? Agent 47, the apex predator. Always hiding behind the headlines. Was perfection its own justification? Or a willful distraction? A wall built contract by contract to shield you from the uncomfortable truth. You're exactly the tool they bred you to be. Quite a piece of work you are. How could you possibly function on your own? You never even had a name. Until I gave you one.
That's him. Burnwood never ceases to surprise me. You really are a most singular individual. And to think she wanted me to put you down. Lucky for you, I never throw away anything useful. Prepare the serum. Forgetting's not so bad. You've done it before.
What's he doing? Is he still looking at us?
I'm afraid so. Poor Sap just won't accept his days are done.
Perhaps I should take him out to the woods and set him free.
Oh, it's a classic.
He was a loyal tool. But everything goes the way of the horse and cart eventually.
I couldn't agree more.
Are you done? The toxins are playing into your fears. Don't let them. Come on. Gotta get your head straight.
She wants me dead.
She has every right to after what we did. But that's not what is really going on.
She chose power. In the end, she was just like them.
No. She found a way to turn Edward's own cleverness against him. The rest is up to you.
I don't know how.
You do know.
Diana!
Coming!
Once you dispose of Edwards, I will dismantle Providence from the top down. It will finally be over. All you have to do is embrace the past.
Hey guys, welcome to the finale of Hitman. So we're going to start outside, and other than that there's not really anything to take with this because we can't. So we're going to start outside, which gives us a good start on the mission. As soon as I unlock this, this is the best place to start this, so you don't have all that faff at the start. I'm just going to run straight down. If you've got a gun, you can make a little silencer there, which is one of the challenges. But if not, like I haven't, just keep going down. And what we're going to do is going to jump through this window. Move along, up and over. Just keep an eye out for the signals that are coming. You need to be hit by a fair few if you're going to get hurt, but it'll give you a little bit of a twang when you do it. So we're going to go through, back up here, wait till that's gone, climb up again. And one thing you should be looking for is the hint of where to go is where the ice isn't. So you'll see in a second There's no ice either side of this bit, so you can go down either side, and that's the hint of where to go. Otherwise the ice is frozen on each of the bits. So you can go out and go in through here. Now we're in the bar area. What we're going to do, we're going to sneak along the back here, keep our back alongside the bar and out the window. Moving swiftly along back inside here. You can lockpick that door if you've got a spare bit, but obviously we haven't got anything on us, so we're a bit stuck. I pick up the soap here because it's always useful to have another distraction in case we need it. And we're going to go back in through this window. Keep an eye on the guard at the end of the corridor, just to see when his nose turns the other way. You'll be able to go out without getting spotted. If he does spot you, you can pretty much make it through anyway. You know, you just have to be quick. Back up on the top and then straight back down. So here you can go in there, but you don't need to. Let's stick to the top, and we're going to go up here and on the left. So you see there on the right, it's frozen. On the left here, it's not. So that gives us a hint of where to go. We're going to move along and then back up here. There's a lot of up and down on the roof in this mission. It's a bit tedious, but it's an interesting setting. What we're going to do, climb up over here, drop back down, and go straight and knock this dude out. You can creep past him if you wanted to, but what he does, he has a tendency to catch me out, so I normally just get rid of him just to make sure. In here is where the valve is if you want to open the secret door behind us, but I've left that for now because I was trying to get through this as quickly as I could. So we'll keep an eye on this here. We've got a pretty bad cycle on the guard on the right at the minute, so we're just going to keep our eye on the lights on the top of the train to make sure we don't get hit. As soon as he turns around again, we're going to drop straight down and plug the fuse in to blind everyone. As you run up here, just avoid the guards as quickly as you can, and then past that guard. You can knock that last guard out as well, or you can do what I've done here and jump into the crate. Knocking him out's a bit quicker, but you need to just make sure you don't get spotted by the other guards when they start looking around. So I quite like just running in here, jumping in the crate and waiting it out. So there's definitely time to be had, time to improve. But what we're going to do is going to wait for this guy to come in and come out. Then as soon as he's gone, we can jump out of the crate and knock out the guard on the left and keep moving. Again, you can also just avoid hiding the guard or hiding yourself by throwing something to the left of where this guard is and just running through, because they'll be distracted. But that takes a bit of practice, and I feel this is a bit safer, especially if you're trying to do the run straight through. So subdue this guard and we'll dump him just in case. It's not very often that they would check back, but it's not worth the risk. Pick the gun up just in case. It's a good distraction. It will separate guards. Pick up all this junk, and then we're going to look in this silver crate here. And what we'll do is we'll grab this fuse cell. So as we head out on here, just keep an eye on the rotation of the guards. It's not the best cycle that we've got, but we can work with it. As soon as the guard on the right turns around to move, there we go, blind them. This time just run straight through. You don't need to worry about any subduing, just go straight through. And once we're over here, we're into the office section of the cart. So just, you don't need the gun now, so I'll drop that off. Take a look of where this guard is. And what we're going to do is we're going to hide until he turns around, and we're going to go through and we're going to shut this first door. That's really important. And then we're going to go into the third one. Shut it again, and we'll just wait for him to walk past. The other option is you could use the gun. You could have dropped it at the other end of the carriage, and when he gets distracted by that, he could go and look for it, and then you'd be able to get through. But that's a little bit uneasy and unpredictable. This bit, what we're going to do now is make sure that door's closed. Open this door, keep an eye on the guard at the other end, and we're going to go and stab the water fountain. Now, I've been trying to get a different way of doing this room, and I just couldn't do it. And this is a common route used by speedrunners and people like Mr. Freeze. And I just couldn't find a more perfect way to do it, really. So I've gone with what they do. It works every time. You just have to wait and then push through. As we go through here, we're just going to knock this girl out with the crowbar. You can sneak past them, but sometimes, once again, it's quite unpredictable whether you'll get them or not. Throw the bar of soap down there just to cause the distraction. Will separate these two people out. Wait for him to move. And then we'll just knock him out. Be careful throwing things in here though, because if you throw that hammer at the guy from a long range, the girl will hear it and she will then go and investigate. And then you've got two people to sort out then, and then you could lose your silent assassin rating because she'll either spot you or she'll find his body. So we're going to smack her over the head with a rusty crowbar. Open the door. And detach the rail. One thing I have noticed on this mission is that quite often the doors and the prompts aren't very responsive immediately. So for example, this one hasn't loaded yet, so I can't open the door. There we go. And we can just run through, and then we'll go and find Arthur Edwards in his office on the train.
I don't suppose there's any point calling for help.
No.
Seems I brought this on myself. Well played, Miss Burnwood. Do you really think she'll be able to resist all that power? This is not how people work.
She rejects the power, not the responsibility.
A noble idea. But please join me in the real world. I trust you already know what this is. Why not simply take it? Embrace who you were always meant to be.
No, never again.
Well, I had to try. Go on then. Do your thing. At least I die knowing who I am.
So many ways to kill him, but just do the serum. It's a fitting end.
What are you doing? No! No!
This is what it means to lose everything.
You're making a mistake.
It's mine to make.
Oh. Forgive me, I seem to have, what were we talking about?
Don't worry. We were done.
And that's it. Interesting final mission. Not one of my favourites, to be quite honest. It's very linear. Some really tricky, fiddly parts, which come down to a bit of random. But that's it done. As we stroll off into the sunset with Arthur Edwards, he's forgotten everything. So, 18 episodes. Silent Assassin, suit only on each of them. And a really, really, really pleasing storyline to end on. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching these videos. I really appreciate it. And if you've stayed this long, if you could leave a like on the video, I'd massively appreciate it. So, here ends Hitman Season 3. If you've got a game that you'd like me to try and play through, drop it in the comment section. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
of resignations at the top level of international finance continues as Milton Fitzpatrick CEO Alexander Fannin joins the president of Hamson Oil, Quantum Leap founder Kim Quinn, and plenty of others who step down from the single-minded this mysterious trend is built
It's been a long time, Agent 47.
That's not who I am anymore. The pact is done. The past, dead.
And yet, here you are.
I choose this path because I can. There will always be people like them. So there will always be people like us.
No one is untouchable.
It's good to be back.